During COVID, me and my parents went to my aunt's house with my grandmother for Thanksgiving. Unlike we've ever had to do before, we all quarantined for 2 weeks before coming to her house in order to keep my grandma safe. Since we couldn't see all of our family in person, we all held a giant Zoom call where we said what we were thankful for and talked about random stuff such as what we cooked or how we have been throughout the pandemic. During COVID, I've been cooking a lot more than I usually do, and I'm hoping to expand my skill set. I usually cook the more advanced dishes when I'm at my parents' house because they have every cooking tool imaginable. My apartment doesn't have as many tools as I would like, and they also carry a nice price tag. The picture I took was after I started eating, but it was the only one I could find of something I had made. During COVID, I've seen a lot of weird changes in the sports I watch due to the pandemic, and it really changes how the game feels. Seeing NFL players celebrate to a fake crowd noise and NBA players celebrate a championship amongst themselves is really awkward and unsatisfying. The one thing that really hurt me the most about it was seeing Drew Brees play his last game in a nearly empty stadium. I'm hoping Jameis can carry the torch for us and try not to throw too many interceptions. I've been helping with my dad's praline business a lot more since COVID started. I have to go buy his ingredients for him, as well as wrapping and packaging the candy to be mailed off across the country. Majority of the time I'm living on campus, so my mom helps him instead. My cousin is a movie actor with connections to well-established people in the movie industry, and he's been helping my dad sell his candy to them so he can gain more business and awareness. During COVID, I stumbled upon the ESPN show The Last Dance, which covered the Chicago Bulls' 1997-1998 season, which would be the team's last championship run before they disbanded. If you haven't seen it yet, I would suggest you watch it because it's really good. COVID has forced me to socialize with my friends through playing video games. I've played an unhealthy amount of Madden and God of War while also keeping me up with 10 Hulu shows all at once. For Christmas, I drove up to my aunt's new house in Shreveport and got to spend time with her after not seeing her for a year. It was weird because when we were in the house, we had to wear masks if we were sitting close to each other, but after about 5 days, we were okay. She taught me how to cook a bunch of holiday foods like honey baked ham, baked macaroni, peach cobbler, stuffing, and even pound cake, which I thought was pretty cool to know. My grandmother ended up spending more time with us at our house since she couldn't hang out with any of her friends. We all took the precautions to make sure we weren't infected before she came over, so you don't have to worry about that. So I live in Prairieville, Louisiana, and Ascension Parish saw a spike in COVID cases between October 16th, 2020 and February 13th of 2021. I worked at Walmart for a year when COVID started, and we had to wear masks all throughout the day to get our temperature checked when we came in the store. I was halfway through my spring semester of junior year when COVID moved all my classes online. I chilled by my grandma's house a decent bit during COVID. We would spend a lot of time watching Netflix movies and watching Judge Judy together. During COVID, me and my mom traveled to New Orleans more often to go do stuff and see our family who stays there. My mom always plays different types of music when we drive there, so I decided to introduce her to my kind of music for once.